Okay, so here's an example of the Tell Me a Story. So you have, this is the minority version and this is the usual version, so just little subtle differences there. And so again, the theory is that, I know some of them not the best, but you know, it's an effort to try to. And with this one, there are specific scoring procedures.
Interesting.
These are kind of fun to do. So what could you actually do with a storytelling type of technique? You can use really any book with pictures, even if it's a story, right? Even if it's Cat in the Hat, you can have the child make up a story about that. Okay? And engage in that storytelling type of activity with similar instructions. You know, make up a story, tell me what's happening, what led up to it, how does it end, what the character's feeling doing, all that kind of stuff. And then really what I do is I look for more informally just common feelings, themes, interaction. Right? Does their story kind of match what might be expected from that picture? Right? If it's a really angry person, are they saying, you know, this person's happy? Okay, well, that's interesting. How about that? Okay, how are they perceiving it? And like I mentioned, you can audio record stories to be able to go back, more thoroughly analyze if you so desire. I can put up stuff on the drive if you want more specific procedures, or just sit and listen. Okay? And if you do this with different cards, different pictures, you might start to pick up on little themes. Okay? Are they kind of hyper-focusing on a particular feeling, a particular type of interaction that kind of keeps coming up? And so the informal method I use, does the overall story seem to fit the picture? Does it kind of make sense with what is depicted? What feelings are identified? Is it anger, aggression, sadness? Does it seem appropriate? Does it seem to kind of match? How do the characters interact? Do they fight? Do they help each other? Are the interactions positive? Are they negative? Do they not interact at all? Is a child even able to come up with a story that has a beginning, middle, and end? Okay, can they follow that prompt? I like to pay attention to the end. Is there resolution? Okay, can the child identify resolution in their story, or do things just stay with the issue, or do they end up worse off, okay, than they started with? How is the resolution achieved? Do the characters help themselves? Is it just one person fending for themselves? Are they relying on someone else? Are they working together? Is there a hero? Who is the hero? What makes them a hero? I'm looking for those kind of themes. Especially with kids, is there limit setting, right? So if there's like a child in the picture and they tell a story about the child being naughty, what happens? Do the parents intervene? Do they not? Does the child get punished? Kind of what happens? And how do they interact with their environment? So looking at kind of the different things. Let's practice. What are we practicing? Oh, let's look at your stories. Okay, so just kind of look at your stories there with your partner. And again, this is a little different because you guys combined thoughts and ideas and whatnot with your partner. Kind of go through which battle about. You failed, okay.
We just observed.
Okay, but did you identify feelings? And I would just look at feelings. Was there, so if you identified a feeling, was there a reason why they were feeling that way? So you identified something?
Hypothesized a lot.
Okay. So you came up with different scenarios.
Yeah.
Okay.
Teresa and I had completely opposite feelings about this picture.
Okay, and that was my next question. Did you guys agree on what you saw? Or was there some differences?
I think Michael and I need to start writing for American Horror Story or something.
Okay. Does anyone want to share their story? Not to analyze, but just to use for comparison with the one I'm going to show next for my child's story.
Sure.
I'm a little worried about your story.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah?
Go ahead.
All right. 3 orphans are having dinner. The events that led up to this are grim. In the beginning, the 3 orphans used to live with their dad. Their dad died in a slaughterhouse accident. As he was delivering mail to the slaughterhouse, he fell into the meat grinder. He was a mailman. The kids became orphans and conjure up dad's spirit nightly.
What are you doing in your free time?
We had fun with this.
So that guy's a bad spirit?
There's some dark forces down there.
Yeah, they're not eating dad.
They're not eating dad. Okay.
Yeah.
I like you. Yeah.
Where
Did anyone else see similar?
I also thought that it could be a ghost.
Okay.
We went there, I mean, we both were saying ghost thing, I mean, she said that either dad's dad had passed away or that mom was gone and was depressed, so he was kind of a ghost of what he was.
I just thought he was a part-time dad, you know, had the kids for the weekend. That's why he's kind of half there, half not there.
See, Jennifer's doing well.
Veronica and I also thought that it could be like the butler.
Okay.
That's what Teresa thought.
See, Downton Abbey.
We have about
We had he's in the military.
You had it somewhere?
He's in the military, he's overseas, and so
Right.
he's in thought at the meal, but he's
Okay.
actually there.
That's great.
Right. So see how this one, we all are seeing the same thing, the same content. Okay, but what we're projecting onto it is a little bit different. What we're perceiving is a little bit different. Okay?
Or a lot different.
I'm not that far off. Ghost.
They're calling me writers all the time.
And then the zombies go.
Right?
Yeah, right.
Profession, mailman.
And I think I have
New version of going post office.
right, so you can just think of the overall gist, right? Here we have a little dark, other, a little more positive type of interaction. And as you can see, because it's simulated, are they happy, are they sad? Kind of depends on your perspective. And so we'll compare to, this is from a child that I saw, how old were they? They were 10. So they said, the people are sitting at the table and then they're eating. So if it's in the boxes, it's questions that I asked, because this is the first card, so for the first two cards, you kind of help them to make sure they're identifying who, what, and how does it end, so that's why that's there. People on brothers, and they're eating, like talking about something, so I asked what happened before. They woke up and were getting ready for school, but they were fighting, so the dad, and he was pointing, yelled to come eat breakfast. How are each of them feeling? These two are mad at this one because he won't share his DS, and he's feeling sad because his brothers say they're not going to play with him ever again and that they hate him. What about dad? Dad's angry because he is yelling that he's sick and tired of the boys, and he's tired because he has to go to work and the boys never do what they're supposed to do. Then he yells at the mom who's sleeping. What happens next? Dad yells at them to be quiet, eat their breakfast, to go to school. So how does it all end? The brothers eat their breakfast and go to school. So I might tell you some information about family dynamics, perhaps. Every kid knows, right? Might be a comment from what we experience.
Is the DS a gaming system?
Yeah.
Like a handheld.
Little Nintendo. Yes. And so with these, right, so I'm not looking just at one card, I'm gonna look at different cards and see, are there themes kind of in the different stories? Is this a theme that's kind of coming up more than once? Okay. So let's talk about incomplete sentences. Okay. I just like that, I just thought that was funny. Sorry. I couldn't find something better, I just thought it was funny. I just found that hilarious. Okay, so incomplete sentences, it's a semi-structured projective, because again, you are starting them off with kind of that handle, that something at the beginning. And so they're supposed to say, write down the first thing that comes to mind, no right or wrong, that usual kind of stuff. It's similar to other projectives where it's assuming that the person's going to reflect their own wishes, desires, fears, and attitudes depending how they finish the statement or the sentence. Can help you examine attitudes towards, depending on the version that you use, family, perhaps social, emotional, sexual stuff, character traits. There's children version, there's adult version, so there's different ones, and then some have 40 questions, some have 20, just kind of depends. You can pick and choose different sentences on there, and I'll upload some versions to the drive so you have access to those. It's one of my favorite measures to use. It's easy, it's quick, right? People are generally less defensive with this, yet still provides kind of a depth of information. And themes can become easily apparent, so this is one I use pretty often. So we're going to see what your sentences say.
Who's first reaction?
Okay. So, I don't know who's there. So feeling happy and relaxed, feeling good, happy, fine, wonderful this morning because I already did hot yoga.
Ooh, good job, Deb.
Content. Happy.
Good job, Jeff.
Tired. Content. Hungry and tired. Tired. Sick. Worried about my husband's knee pain. Happy. I do not like to talk in public, obviously not mine. I do not like to get up early. I do not like to sit still, sorry, whoever that was. Don't like to be late. I do not like to watch Maury without a hot bowl of blueberry oatmeal. I do not like to present in front of others. I do not like to do paperwork. I do not like to go to Edgewood Elementary. I do not like to do paperwork. I do not like to be in uncomfortable situations. I do not like to complete paperwork. Okay. So we'll go to the next one. Other people irritate me. Other people are nice if you're nice. I have these mixed up. Other people think I'm always happy.
No, that was not mine.
Other people are fun to be with.
I don't think you're always happy.
Other people drive me crazy. Other people are usually fine. Other people can teach us so much. Other people are nice. Let's see, and then we'll do, what bothers me or frustrates me is bad drivers. Other people's stubbornness, ignorance, annoying people, my inability to lose weight, not being able to help, practicing patience, lazy people. So you can see kind of different responses. Some similarities, I think, especially from the diverse situation in our setting. But we'll look at some other case examples. So one of the favorite ones that I ever did actually happened here more towards the earlier part of my internship. So this is a teen, and we'll say it's a girl who has a medical issue, kind of degenerative. And so I really found a lot of information relating to family and then also their kind of concern for their health. So the response was, I'm happy that I can still walk. I secretly think my dad's a jerk. I hope that when I'm a teen, I can still walk. I think a lot about the way I act. My father is a very smart person. The worst thing I ever did was my rages. I get scared when there is a thunderstorm. My greatest worry is what is wrong with me. I wish I could tell my parents why I act the way I do. My favorite person is my mom. I get sad when I mess up stuff. I need a friend. I will never do drugs. Sometimes I hate my dad. It would be funny
If I
if I could fly. Some boys are stupid. When I'm scared, I go in my room. I want to live. Yes, I want to live. That one got me. My school is stupid. And this is just a sample of some of the questions. Okay? So what, telling you a lot of information just by completing those sentences. Okay? I have another short example. I cry when I get hurt. If I were a teacher, I don't want to be one. I will never be what I want. Big dogs don't do nothing. A mother is fun, adorable, cute, and nice. You finished it over here. It makes me unhappy to, I never make myself happy. It is nice to have a nice family. What bothers me is my brothers. My teacher is mean. My friends think I am, he crossed out Queen Elsa. This is a boy who did this. When I am bad, I go in timeout. People like me when I'm good. I wish I were a good person. Okay? So already telling you a lot of information just based on these. And what I can also do, it's okay if you help them in writing the responses, because some kids, if they're just young, or if they have fine motor issues, or they're just more resistant to the writing part of it, I'll tell them the sentence and then they just finish it and I write it down for them. So a different way you can do it. Again, then you can use the sentences to kind of explore, discuss relevant topics. Right, with those examples, there's so many different ways that we can have conversations about one, a couple of those, just different ones, material for other sessions. Give you insight into current areas of concern, things on their mind, kind of what's bothering them, especially when you see the themes kind of recurrent throughout the sentences. And again, like others, don't correct, make opinions, agree or disagree with them. It's just understanding from their perspective, right? You just want if it's accurate or not. Questions on that? I should be done early. Questions on anything? Oh, I forgot, I added this in this morning. Okay. I was at Pump this morning, Body Pump, and I'm thinking, what else can I do? And I added this in. Okay, so other ways to incorporate projectives into your work. Use what's around you, okay? There's clouds. What do you guys see there? Okay, you guys are outside with the kid or
Like an elephant.
just having a conversation. What makes it an elephant? What do you think about when you think of elephants? Okay, general conversation. If you have any abstract paintings, kind of the same thing. Make your own Rorschach. I've done that before. Using paint. Okay, half a sheet, flip it over, then you open it. What do you see? Okay, or make up a story about it. Just different ways to kind of be creative and use it. Again, the main focus is using their perspective, trying to understand how they see it. Okay, and then just notice. Just kind of notice anything that sticks out, anything that's different, any recurrent themes that keep coming up, things like that. Now, questions. The question party. Actually, so unusual for me. Okay, so just a last reminder, last chance. If you want someone tested, speak now or forever hold your peace. Okay, I'm not going to be taking referrals too much longer just because of the time frame and making sure that I'm able to close them up. I'm here till the end of May. So if you have someone that you're thinking about, curious about, let me know because I have some openings. Referrals have kind of died down, so let me know as soon as possible if there's anyone you think that might help.